those drops, and I mean, you guys have all seen OJ play. He's a good player. So just getting the confidence back for a lot of people is all it is.
For him, it's probably rust, right, as much as anything. He's coming back off an injury.
Exactly. And so getting in there, seeing live action, getting practice reps, I mean, he's just getting better and better. So, started off a little shaky, but then he gets back in his groove, and you see he's fine. And so that's how it is for a lot of the guys.
The outcome obviously doesn't matter much in preseason at all. Is it still discouraging? Are there things is it easy to put a game behind you like this when it's just preseason like this?
No, for whatever reason, I don't think I've ever been on a team that's had a losing record in the preseason. Not that it matters, like it doesn't matter for your regular season score, but it just, I don't know, you just hate losing, and then you hate losing like we just did right there. We got to score more points, so that's frustrating.
Was the biggest disappointment just not finding the end zone?
Yeah, especially you go through a whole game, and different people are playing. It's tough to get in a groove because, obviously different quarterbacks are going in, different receivers, but still you want to find the end zone. Just it doesn't matter if it's the preseason, it still feels just as good.
What's the biggest takeaway for you personally that you're going to take into the next game?
I think just building those relationships with the guys. Like Gio, got to work with Gio tonight. We didn't connect, and so hopefully I'll get another chance next week because I think he's a great receiver. He's a great receiving running back, that is. And so just cases like that.
How much do you feel his experience when you're out there, right? Like when he catches the ball, it seems so automatic.
Yeah, he's pretty good. We don't want to talk about him too much, We bring too much attention to Gio.
Taking a page out of Tom's book, we asked him about his son being a ball boy, and he's like, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give him a big head.
Yeah, exactly. No, Gio's great.
Too much time together.
Gio's great. I know, we do. Gio's great. And he brings a lot to our offense. So I'll leave it at that for Gio.
How do you feel like you've done in these 2 preseason games, right?
Last week didn't go like I wanted to, and then this week, if we could have gotten the end zone, I think would have been a fine game. Couple third downs, tough one to Scotty on the sideline, and then one to Gio. We just didn't convert enough on third down, so it's gone fine. It's not, obviously, you want to go out there and throw 5 touchdowns every week, and it hasn't been like that. But, it's football.
Do you feel like you were able, though, to get more out of the practices this week versus the game?
Yeah, we got some good work in practice. Kyle and I didn't get as much work. It was more Blaine and Tom, and, Tom wasn't going to play, so he was getting a majority of the work. So it was good out there and getting the game. That's where you get the best work anyway.
Everybody talks about third down being the money down. What's the most important down for you?
Well, I think getting ahead of the sticks. If you're going to go through our last 2 preseason games, really we just haven't gotten ahead of the sticks. So we're not, running the ball for 4 or more on first down or completing the ball. And so we're getting a lot of third and longs or just a lot of third downs. You'd love to not have any third downs on a drive. It just makes it harder to score. Football's a beautiful game, and it's so hard, but it's so simple. I had a play today. It was cover 0, and it was exit screen. It was a perfect play to that coverage. And I threw it to Scotty, and he got eaten up. And I'm sure the other side was wide open. But on that play, you could go either way. You just pick a side, and today it didn't work. But that's football, and that's why I love the game. Is it drives you crazy, but it always brings you back, and you're always looking for more. A lot of stuff like that happened today.
And you've been in this league a while. What do you say to a young guy like Kyle who took some lumps tonight?
Football, it's a beautiful game. 10 guys can be on the same page. You make a perfect ball, and guy trips, ball gets tipped, it's picked, And that's literally just what I was saying. I thought he threw some really good balls, but then, he hits Tanner, and I don't know how they call a fumble on that. That blows my mind. But, great throw. They say it's a fumble, touchdown for them. And so he had a couple plays like that tonight where a lot of guys were doing stuff right, and just that one person didn't connect, and then ball's tipped, an interception. And that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. And that's why it drives you crazy.
Knowing that most likely the Bucs aren't going to keep 4 quarterbacks on the active roster, what do you need to do in practice this week and the next game to kind of showcase know your talents to the rest of the NFL and to the Bucs that made them bring you back on the practice squad?
Yeah, I mean, I just do whatever I can, go out there and execute every chance I get. Hopefully I get a chance next week to put some good film on tape or put something good on film. Control what you can control, right? I go out there and give it my best every day, and so see what happens. But yeah, it's just how the game works.
Have you seen the offensive line performance for this game?
How would I criticize or?
No. What's your perception from their performance?
I thought they did pretty well. I think I got sacked. I was holding the ball a while, but that was tight ends guy. And I think one of the other sacks was a running back. So a lot of stuff gets put on the O-line that's not always their fault. Nick Leverett hadn't played center. Like, we're on our 5th center, and he did a great job. And so, but that's the preseason, is you get in there. I introduced myself to one of our guards today, literally in the locker room. Like, that's just part of the game. And so, you go out there and you got to make it work. And so, like I said, it's a beautiful game. It's tough to get 11 guys on the same page, and sometimes it's even tougher if they just got here 2 days ago. So it's just part of the deal.